All right, how's it going, muchachos? How's it going? W's in the chat if the mic is on. Thank you. All right, another day, another live stream. All right. Stop spamming. All right. Yo, yo. All right, how's it going? All right, enough, bro. Thank you. Thank you for dropping all of those W's and smash a like. Subscribe to the channel if you like the content. Give the video a thumbs up and let's just rock and roll. So the quick market update, what is going on with Ethereum? What is going on with Ethereum? Because right now we are facing a massive, oh god damn it, massive resistance, and I don't like it, folks. I don't like it all. So without further ado, let's jump straight into our charts. All right, Blowfin, this is where we trade all of our cryptocurrencies, all Ethereum, Bitcoin, all of those altcoins. So yeah, there's a link down below, whatever. This is not about exchanges. This is all about Ethereum, Bitcoin. We're going to take a look on Chainlink. We're going to take a look on some few altcoins that I wanted to show you that keep an eye on those type of setups. Keep an eye on those type of setups because, yeah. All right, so those who gonna miss this live stream, so they can always rewatch that. But right now, live update, what is going on with Ethereum. So as you already see from the thumbnail and from those previous technical analysis, yeah, Ethereum is getting rejected from that previous support that became our resistance. So simple, clear as day. The more touch points we have, the more confirmation we have, fellas. So higher lows was printed all the way to the upside, and after a breakdown, yeah, drawdown. Right now we're retesting this ascending resistance at previous support. And I mean, Ethereum has already showed us a insane strong movement to the upside. So right now, maybe it's time to cool it off a little bit, because I cannot imagine that quick and nice, let's just say juicy rally to the upside, break through this resistance and close above it. I don't imagine this type of scenario. There is always a room for a retest. And yeah, and that is pretty much it. I would want to wait and to see what data Ethereum is gonna form, or let's just say what kind of pattern market structure is gonna start forming in the upcoming week or weeks. I don't know how long it will. I mean, I have no idea how long it could take us to form something bullish once again. Because if that was it, I mean, I'm a little bit disappointed, but because yeah, the data here is in front of us. You cannot ignore it, all right? You cannot ignore it. The good thing is about this type of, we are on the weekly time frame, so it is just a, yeah, no biggie. But still, we are on the weekly time frame, so sometimes those technical analysis tend to wait for the next move on Ethereum, on Bitcoin, doesn't matter what type of asset class. I mean, could be very boring. And let me just put the music, the volume a little bit lower. So the good thing is that we broke through our previous major resistance. Every single time it was like our resistance. Right now, this is our support, which is a good thing. And always, I showed you based on the supply and demand Fibonacci levels, all of those retracement that could possibly happen in the upcoming weeks. So everything is perfectly aligned on 2.1K. So there is a strong probability for us to see 2.1K once again. Or I'm completely wrong, and my bearish bias I need to throw into the trash can, because Ethereum is about to break through this wall. Because we built this stupid resistance and we have to break it, like, period. Here it is, baby. So because if we're going to see some kind of rejection, I mean, how strong Ethereum needs to be to break through this resistance. So maybe we're going to form some kind of, as you like to say, cup and handle type of pattern, like this model, and we're gonna start breaking after this, let's just say, retest. But yeah, we'll see. This is just a weekly time frame. On the weekly time frame, you're paying attention, you want to be completely bullish, you have to wait for a breakout to the upside. That's clear as day. This is our resistance and you cannot ignore it. That is why, let me just double check on Yeah, what is going on? All right. So I do believe, yeah, I'm just looking on the chat. So don't ask me about right now about the private community, because we can discuss about those things, and I explained in my previous live stream about those private communities and all of that in my last live stream. So stop it. We're just here to have some to get some knowledge based on charts. Let's just focus on that for a moment. All right. So all right, Ethereum on the other hand, all right, I was like aiming for a higher price on Ethereum, but it seems we're getting rejected. It seems that we're getting rejected, and to secure completely our gains from the bottom here, it is insane rally by 74.22%, which is crazy. And I told you guys in my previous live stream, all of those live streams, that this ascending previous support was my main goal, was my main target. Yes, of course, I was like securing my gains all the way to the upside, but alongside with the prices moving to the upside, because what if we're going to see that strong nipple to the upside, you know? That is what I was like afraid of it, to not catch and to miss that move, as I missed a part of the long buy position on Sui and on other altcoins. But I told you guys that always secure gains, and if you want to enjoy the rest of the rally, because we don't know where the top is and we don't know where the bottom is, so it is better for you to secure your gains. We're talking from the trading perspective, not from the investing and hold, let's just say investing and holding all the way to the, I don't know, dummy hands forever. So all I'm gonna say is that secure gains and leave if you believe that Ethereum is gonna start rallying up like crazy still, or the crypto coin that you're longing. I mean, just leave like 5-10% of your position and let's just see how that will play out. But right now, my original plan is completely done, would originally be completely done, because my main target was this trend line. This trend line. For those who just joined, smash your like, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, there was like a, let's just see in my previous live streams, you can always rewatch that live streams and all of that, market updates on the YouTube Raw videos. All right. So the thing is, if the Ethereum and if this ascending, let's just say ascending trend line that we're keeping our eyes on is completely garbage, and I'm completely wrong, bullish news are coming in. Yes, hold on, bro. We're gonna take a look on Bitcoin as well. But if this ascending trend line is completely garbage and I'm completely wrong, and we flipped and we need to use a range trading strategy, if we're flip above this and we're gonna head towards the upside. So I do believe that Ethereum, as already show you guys, that everything is perfectly aligned here. 2.230. If we're gonna reach those numbers, I'm gonna jump into another buy long position. I believe so. This is the daily time frame, but I do believe that I need to jump into another buy long position, and I do believe the second time, so this would be a perfect cup and handle type of pattern. This scenario would make way much sense, because right now, to see that nipple, to break it without any retracement, it is hard for me to believe. There's like a less probable for this move to happen. All right, so let me just quickly post this on my right now on my Telegram channel. So yeah, Ethereum, generally speaking, waiting for some kind of retracement. If I'm wrong, I'm not gonna take any trades, and if I'm right, I'm gonna take that trade after retracement. And if I'm wrong and the price is gonna still keep pumping, well, fellas, my spot position is always open, so I'm okay with that. All right, so that is pretty much, that's enough about Ethereum. I'm not gonna keep this live stream long like last time. So Ethereum, all right, keep an eye on this resistance, and let's just wait for some kind of retracement. But if we're gonna flip above it, then we have a major key level right here. If we're gonna flip it like crazy, then I open my buy long position at approximately those levels and ride along to the $4,000. $4,000. Or the scenario B, to wait for some kind of retracement, because the golden ratio 0.5 and 0.618 is there, and that would be like a extremely powerful buy long position. I mean, the risk to reward, according for, let's just say, to jump into another buy long position, risk to reward ratio is there. I mean, it is insane. That would be insane for me to jump. And if I'm right about this type of movement, if I'm right about this, I don't know, retracement, that would be awesome. That would be wonderful. All right, so that is pretty much on Ethereum. Let me just delete that. Yep. Bitcoin, on the other hand, it is also forming a very interesting, because the following wedge pattern trading strategy that we execute is completely done. So we have to take a look at those other key levels. So the key level is at approximately 106K. And yeah, we're rising up all the way to the upside, but to see some kind of, don't mind at those Fibonacci levels. If from the swing highs to swing lows, my next buy long position would be at approximately those levels. I'm going to get stepped out and the price is going to move all the way to the downside. I do believe once again that we could retest $91,000, this key level. I do believe that there's like a very strong probability once again. And if we're going to print another inverse shoulder, I would say that, yeah, after breaking this neckline, the sky is the limit. So this is a bullish scenario. Nonetheless, there's always a bear scenario. So right now, the bear scenario, I mean, I will wait for some kind of this type of movement, because that will make me way more confident to jump into another buy long. If you want, you can start shorting. I don't care. I mean, I'm not here to start opening my short position, but I want to jump into another buy long. But yeah, this type of pattern on the bigger time frame, not on the smaller time frames, but on the bigger time frames, those patterns, especially on Bitcoin and Ethereum, it works. And it works like a compass in the middle of the forest. I mean, perfectly illustrates what the market shape is like forming us. All right, and right now, then we'll have like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like just say 6, 7 touch points at the top that identifies a juicy neckline that we have to break it. But on the Bitcoin, let me just delete that. On the Bitcoin, what is your next target point? Everybody's like asking, what is your next target point on the weekly time frame? I'm always trying to connect all of those dots. All right, so from those previous highs, everything is aligned perfectly with this ascending resistance. So my next target point would be, once again, this ascending resistance, and probably we're gonna get rejected from here, either approximately, well, it depends how smoothly the market gonna start shifting and starts moving. So my next target point would be, yeah, approximately, once again, 120. If we're not going to lose that bullish momentum, and this ascending trend gonna keeps going and keeps printing higher lows on the Bitcoin, then yeah, we're above the mid-range on this nice uptrend. So the next target point would be the insanity. I mean, 120 and 15. Then if the crypto gods gonna work in our favor, I don't know how to express myself, but 130, 134, that would be like, I don't know, based on this model, would be my absolutely top maybe. So I don't know. But for us to discuss what is the highest price on the Bitcoin would be this bull rally, I do believe that the whales are gonna manipulate us, and for those gonna scream the loudest on X, and they're gonna say that, oh, the next target is 200, the next target is 250. I believe that the whales and the big institutions are gonna play this manipulation type of game, and they're gonna manipulate us, and we're gonna hold it, never gonna sell it. So every single time, secure your gains. If I were like a huge Bitcoin investor, and I don't know, I would start securing my gains right now. But right now, actually, the market sentiments right now are extremely bullish, and everything works alongside with the Bitcoin. I mean, everybody's talking about Bitcoin. So right now, Bitcoin is like a major brand. The U.S. U.S. Strategic Reserve is always talking about Bitcoin. So maybe it is a good idea to hold it for a longer period of time. I mean, that dollar cost average on the Bitcoin, I'm gonna do that. So I'm still gonna do that. But yeah, Bitcoin right now, I mean, it looks like we are inside this range. Are we gonna able to break it to the upside and start retesting? I mean, exploring new all-time high territories? I have no idea. Retail is buying everything like crazy. Let's expect a correction. I mean, yes, that's what I wanted to tell you, friends, because right now everybody's starting talking about crypto all over again, you know? Everyone is talking about crypto again, which is not a great sign. All right. Also, talking about Ethereum, waiting for some kind of retracement. If we're gonna break through that resistance, then I'm waiting for some kind of retracement to open another buy long position at those juicy key levels that we're gonna form. We need to form something, you know, some kind of demand, some kind of base that I need to start bouncing back up into for me to open under the buy long position, because that scenario will play out perfectly. Bitcoin, on the other hand, once again, if we're gonna break the dose and we're gonna start exploring new all-time high territories, I have no idea. Bitcoin, based on the charts, based on trading on the daily time frame, it seems that it has like the, I don't know, juicy probability to move to the downside and to retest 98, 97, or maybe this approximately year 92, 93. So the retracement is also a very strong probability right now to see a retracement, because after the market is rallying up like crazy, there's always time for us to, there's always a moment for the asset to cool off a little bit. So yeah, and all right, I'm gonna delete that. And also, I want to talk about this. I posted this on X. And if you're hunting, I mean, I'm gonna post a lot on my whale community because I'm starting to hunt for those setups with my execution plans. So don't mind that. But right now, let's just keep it in the middle. Chainlink, Link, and majority of those altcoins are printing, let's just see, similar pattern. So the data, once again, is in front of me. I cannot ignore it. And for those who are trying to trade altcoins, try to look for these type of patterns. I mean, falling wedge pattern. I mean, we opened the buy long position from here. I posted everywhere. We executed. It's completely done. My biggest regret that I didn't open another buy long position after some kind of retracement, after we identify another demand box. But right now, we printed another impulsive movement. But right now, we're above this. We're inside this range between, let's just see, $15. And this like perfectly works on any type of cryptocurrency. If you're like any type of altcoin, if it has like a solid market structure, if the price is moving smoothly, not like choppy, like crazy, like Monero, you know. So my job is to identify that we need some kind of retracement. And if we're gonna start bouncing from here, we're gonna confirm once again that we're printing a higher low and the bullish momentum is there. And I'm gonna open another buy long position and then rally to the upside, because right now we have a lot of power to break this descending resistance. So that is what I suggest you to keep an eye on those altcoins based on this type of market structure. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just like supply and demand, my friends. And yeah, so that is pretty much it. Look, the similar pattern as an example as right now on Bitcoin. Inverse head and shoulders patterns, neckline, breakout, maybe some kind of retest, retracement, boom, rally to the upside. So everything is actually looks completely, I mean, phenomenal. It looks bullish, but what if we're wrong? There's always like, yeah, sometimes you're right, sometimes you're wrong. What if this like right now, blah, need to jump into a harder retracement? But I'm still bullish. I'm not panicking. I mean, I'm just kidding. I mean, I need to take a look and to see all the potential scenarios based on charts. What do you want to hear? I mean, what do you want to hear from me about AAVE? Also, for those who just joined, smash your like, that will be helpful. Smash your like, that will meet more people. Fellas, comment in the live chat. Where are you from? I'm interested. How many people from the third world countries are watching me right now? Which is like, they're super annoying, to be honest. Sorry for that. Not all of them, but some of them from my group. AAVE, Solana. I also posted this on my X. If you're only here to watch for a live stream, not to follow me on all the social media platforms when I'm posting every single day, it's totally up to you. This chain link is an example that we are forming and printing. Yeah, Pakistan. Yeah, obvious. So we are printing exactly the same market structure. So I want you to go to do your homework and start hunting for the similar market structures, similar patterns, supply, demand, higher lows, higher lows, higher lows. Try to identify where we can start, where we can see that retracement and we can start bouncing back up. Oh, Germany, nice. Yes, fellas. All right, once again, as already showed in my previous live stream, falling wedge pattern, breakout, and printing higher lows with that bullish momentum. This is crypto. These two patterns that I'm writing right now, my ebook, let's just see my quick trading guide. I'm writing about those few patterns that I'm always keeping my eyes on. I showed you and I prove you. I documented during the live streams, during, let's just say, I don't know, raw videos uploading on YouTube every single time. Those patterns are insane. Whenever I'm seeing that potential pattern, I'm jumping in. Well, the problem is this is the daily time frame, and of course you need to master the daily time frame because this is where all the juices are. The majority of those juices, I mean, all the juices in the crypto is on the daily freaking time frame because the more data we have on the charts, that is why. My crypto bros, my dear crypto gamblers, that is why. And also, Tia, nothing new on Tia, Solana, same. I'm in the long position, seeing some kind of retracement and trying to, from a previous live stream, AAVE. Oh, you know what? Let's just double check what is up with AAVE because this is the same altcoin, and if we're gonna see some similar moves, look. God damn it. Similar type of pattern. Of course, a little bit more choppy, but I need to post this on my X. Similar. Oh my God, same as Ethereum. Similar type of pattern. I mean, we have like ascending trend, pretty simple. Oh my God. Right now, all I'm seeing that the golden ratio of this is going to be our D top. This golden ratio perfectly aligns with the previous in that key level. So you see, after the rally, there's like a room for a retracement. Every single freaking altcoin is forming exactly the same thing right now. Exactly the same thing. So yeah, keep an eye on those type of patterns because the second demand area is at around those levels. And yeah, sounds too good to be true. Well, we'll see. We'll see if we're gonna start pumping like crazy because yeah, the previous high is sitting at around 383. So if you're gonna catch that buy long position, of course, I don't know if I'm gonna open the buy long position on this one. I haven't decided yet. I need to see some kind of retracement. I need to see data in front of me. So that would be 100%. So if you're riding along with the 2x leverage with a solid capital, not $100, fellas, not a stupid $100. So with a solid capital like 10 grand or 20 racks, I don't know, that could be huge. That could be huge. But of course, nonetheless, we are retail traders. Every single one of you are seeing exactly the same thing. Every single one of you. And this is a game of patience. This is like a fishing, you know? So I do believe on X, on YouTube, every single one of you watching and a lot of trading influencers are talking about the same thing. So if we're going to see some kind of retracement, I expect a volatility here, some kind of shake off. Oh no, breakout. It dumps. It absolutely dumps. Oh my God. Oh, another rally. So I'm expecting to see something also like this. And if I'm not going to see solid, let's just see confirmation at around those levels, if we're going to retest that. If, only if. So this is just an example on AAVE. on Chainlink, on majority of those altcoins. So every single one of them are printing exactly the same market structure, more or less. Some of them pump, let's just say, harder than others, but still everything looks the same. Right now, you showed me AAVE. Sure, you need to start regretting not opening a buy along on this one. Last time I traded AAVE, I don't remember actually where. I need to check on my account. I got stopped out actually, so I'm not a magician. I'm losing money too, so yeah. That is pretty much it. So all right, the guy from the German big entries from me 1k with 50. Well, if the 1k means nothing to you, I mean, why not? Why not? Every single trade, every single spot trade, every single time you're investing, you have to be comfortable in losing. You have to be okay in losing. So every single time, well, here's the quick, let's just say, courses, trading courses on crypto. So if you're opening a buy long position, don't focus on the reward. Focus on here. Always think that you're gonna lose this money. That actually in the past that helped me. I'm always focusing on what if I'm gonna lose. I mean, not if, but am I okay in losing? I'm always like in my mind that, oh, okay, I'm gonna lose, whatever. And the price is just like trading. So every single time I'm just focusing on that money that I can lose. So I don't care. And if you can master that, well, your mental health could be way better when you're trading. So yeah, so still waiting for some kind of retracement, but, and also we are facing a supply and demand, my friends. So another leg up on here, then maybe we have a lot of resistance in front of us on $263. Insane resistance. But if we're gonna use, all right, all liquidity is sitting at around here. Yeah, after retracement probably I'm gonna jump it, but yeah, I'm gonna keep you guys updated. And Solana long from 155 and from 1 to oh, so you already started long. Oh my lord, with a 1 rack. Where is your? And day after we will see if the shakeouts or breakouts. Let's be real. I mean, yeah, bro. So approximately here with a 50. Oh my lord. Well, I mean, if you want, you can say it. If you don't want to, just don't say it. Where was your stop loss on this one? Where was your stop loss? If you open a long. So we're gonna do a quick education. I want to see how people from my community is taking the, let's just say, risk management. And of course, probably I'm gonna jump on the 4-hour time frame. You start to long from here, which is like, in my opinion, makes absolutely no sense, because the levels, I'll be like opening from maybe here, but this is just like a breakout strategy. So if you're not trolling me and I'm not wasting time to explain you guys this, so come on, quickly, just tell me where's your stop loss. If you don't want to expose it, just say no. Just say no. That's pure fine. That's absolutely fine, fellas. The guy from Germany. All right, let's just move on. I mean, for those who just joined, smash a like. That would be super helpful. I don't want to beg doing this, but for you to do. Yeah, inverse head and shoulders pattern, and it is a great trade. If you take this buy long position, this is amazing. I mean, nonetheless, secure gains, but just take the money from your position that you, I don't know, invested or whatever. All right, what is going on with Pepe? Pepe still looks the same, waiting for some kind of retracement. Sui waiting for a retracement. This one, already explained you this. Bitcoin dominance. Oh, I told you guys that from those levels it can start reversing. Right now we're moving to the upside. So if the Bitcoin dominance is going to start pumping and going to start retesting those levels that I explained you, I don't know if you can read supply and demand on the Bitcoin dominance percentage charts. We're going to see some kind of drop. Then we're going to see that relief. In here, we're going to see some kind of retracement and then another rally to the upside. Maybe we're going to print another, let's just say, head and shoulders stupid pattern. I don't know if you can read those charts like that, but below monthly lows with a 50. All right, just stop trolling me, bro. All right, this is still on. This is stupid. All right, what is up with the Altcoin? You want me to do a Altcoin giveaway? All right, fellas. So the Altcoin looks like nothing right now, but and then some kind of descending trend, but yeah, for those who just joined, I mean, smash your like, and I want you, I mean, fellas, the thing is that we need to wait for some kind of retracement because Ethereum right now is facing that strong wall of resistance. Where's the bitstamp? Here it is. So I don't know where we can go from here, but the resistance is right here in front of us. You cannot ignore it. You need to secure gains because, yeah, if I'm right, if I'm wrong, maybe this, maybe that, only probabilities, no predictions. My dear fellas, my dear gamblers. I mean, Zam, if it works for you, that's fine. That's fine. There is no such thing as a perfect trading strategy. One strategy, I don't know, works for some people. Supply and demand works for other people. Some of them are still believe that ICT is the way to success in trading. Some of their people are trading only based on trend lines, which is absolutely fine because as long as you understand your environment. And some of the people are saying that to trade trend lines is absolutely stupid and is like a retail trader type of thing. There's always in the social media those type of comments. Oh my god, your strategy is stupid. Your stop loss is gonna be triggered. ICT is the best, or this and this and that. I mean, there's always fight between strategies. Every single person is sitting in the bandwagon of some kind of trading strategy. So, well, I don't know. You choose what you. Because it's hard. I mean, ICT, SMC are hard. I mean, there's small details in those trading strategies that helps me in my supply and demand. Simple supply and demand. What runs the market? What runs the whole economy? Supply, demand, supply, demand. There's always, everything is in this world by supply and demand. So I'm always using supply and demand. I do understand my environment. I'm expecting some kind of shake-offs, and that's pretty much it. I enjoy this roller coaster. If you are in the US, so probably there's a link down below. I'm using Blowfin. Of course, I'm gonna transfer my funds. I always forgot to transfer my funds into the Blowfin because I want to start trading there. Yeah, because we were trading on the Bybit, and the Bybit is not available in the US. So yeah, Blowfin is the way. So yeah, before I'm gonna put this to, I don't know, before I'm gonna Coinbase, I'm not trading Coinbase. I was like stacking my Ethereum in Coinbase when I was mining Ethereum back in the day. So, but after that, the Coinbase showed me that I need to provide a lot of documents for them. They froze my account, and I fought like for the 6 months to get my money back in Ethereum. So I was like, screw them. I'm not gonna use you ever again. Here it is. You're using fair value gaps, which is fine. If it works for you. I mean, it's wonderful. I mean, fair value gaps, it has a logic inside. I mean, those fair value gaps. Every single time price likes to go inside that gap and retest to fill with the price. So there's like a logic, there's a lot of sense in this trading strategy, so I like it. Fair value gaps just like a demand or supply zones in my eyes. So yeah, they do that. I mean, Coinbase, I don't know. There's a lot of people who are, especially on X, they were saying that the majority of those funds, of their funds, are frozen on Coinbase. They send documents. They send the proof of address. They send their nudes. They send their girlfriends selfies. Nothing was working. So I don't know how those people are still handling and using Coinbase. Subslick. A lot of fees as well. Yes, yes, yes. Actually, to be honest, I never experienced when I'm buying crypto because I got involved in crypto after mining Ethereum. So there's no original bank, or let's just say money from outside, touch my wallet. Every single time I'm always like in those trenches of the crypto, only from my, let's just say, corporate account. And yeah, fees by doing dollar cost average on Bitcoin are insane. Also on Kraken, which is what I have zero thought right now. Everybody's like asking me about thoughts about this, about that, about do the technical analysis about on this coin. So I have like zero thoughts, because if I want to invest, I have to believe it, and I don't give a shit about those projects. So my main goal and my main focus right now is to swing Ethereum and Bitcoin, because those two big boys are respect, let's just say, the market structure. Because after I got smoked on like 3 trades on the altcoins, and they disrespect the market structure completely, and the market structure that I was like paying attention on Ethereum was respected and on Bitcoin was respected. So that's pretty much it. So yeah. Anyhow, fellas, comment. What do you think? What do you think in the chat? Comment. Right now, I want to see my community's reaction. Do you believe that there's like a time for a retracement, or no? The bias, all the market sentiments right now are extremely bullish that there is no time for a retest, for some kind of retracement. Only to the moon. Oh, Johnny boy. Johnny boy, Johnny boy. I'm glad you understand this. Day gaps. So, Zam, you're waiting for some kind of retracement and to the only daily fair value gap, or what? I'm just interested. I'm just gonna keep posting on my X that we're doing this live, because majority of people are always missing out on those live streams, and they're complaining that, oh my god, where's the next live stream? I wanted to join your live stream so bad. Let's go higher. Let's go higher. I mean, I'm gonna play a little bit more defense, not offense here. So, all right. Let me just pull up the, like this. Ethereum. Right now. I mean, right now I'm so confident when like only 20 people are watching you at once in your live streams. I cannot imagine what type of stupid stuff I'm gonna say when there's like 1,000 watching. I don't know what I need to accomplish, and what stupid trading calls I need to give it for the people to start watching, like thousands of people at once. Goes to 106 and then drops to, yeah, there's like a lot of liquidity sitting at 106. So, but of course, a lot of people are expecting right now for the Bitcoin to test those levels. So, yeah, I already showed you that. So that is why I'm like suggesting you not to start shorting, because we don't know that. We don't know. A lot of liquidity is sitting around here. Look at this one. Boom. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Maybe another sweep, whoop. to the downside. And then we're going to start printing, I do believe, once again, a bullish, some kind of pattern, some kind of descending trend that eventually is going to be broken after going to retest. What was your target point? You said, yeah, well, yeah, approximately those levels. Exactly the same thing. Can you see? We see every single one of us are seeing exactly the same thing. And then rally to the upside. Then we're going to retest. Maybe we're going to get reject. We're going to find another base. This is just my educational guess, my dear gamblers. And then rally to 120. This is my educational guess, my bullish scenario on Bitcoin. So take it or leave it. Maybe I'm right, maybe I'm wrong. Actually, I don't give a damn thing. The only goal for me, I want to see the Ethereum $4,000. $4,000. You know that meme. I mean, I'm not gonna brag if I'm gonna become extremely wealthy, but there's gonna be signs. Yeah, fellas, you know, this pullback is it. You know, what is your opinion? My opinion is, yeah, it is time for us to see some kind of retracement. Unless, for example, maybe the market is going to stay flat. Maybe the market is going to stay flat and it's going to build some kind of base and we're going to build a, let's just say inside its range, some kind of bull flag. Also a very possible scenario. Because, yeah, looking on the 4-hour time frame, yes, I'm looking on the daily time frame, but I do believe, I mean, my eyes already can caught that this is like a 4-hour time frame. No, I'm not going to use this one. So approximately $100,000 also, yeah. But in general, the Bitcoin trade is over. That was like awesome, awesome. CME gaps. Oh, CME gaps. Those. Oh, yeah, they work like magnets, but still, sometimes the price, the candles pierce through that gap and not get respected. Sometimes, so if you're trading with insane leverage, sometimes, are you talking about the futures market or are you talking about the crypto market? Well, yeah, in general, crypto futures market, but I mean, talking about stocks, S&P 500, gold, are you trading all of them or? Do you want to sell on this level? I have 200 Ethereum bought at spot as well. Nice. Congratulations. At least we have like a big players in the chat. Finally, something's doing good. Oh, David boy. Oh, Mr. David. See, Davey-O. Mr. David. Not only can future, only the time could tell us that Ethereum is... I mean, if the Ethereum is gonna reach $5,000, $6,000, I mean, there is gonna be signs on me. I gotta make this very clear. Futures market only. All right. Also, yeah, waiting for a retracement. So before we're gonna put this bed, I want to see what is up with the chat. So, all right, I'm not gonna spam it on my Telegram, so just leave it right here. But those gonna miss, they can always rewatch that. But my most profitable strategy. Yes, there are good fees, especially US to send over Teslas. Hi. Mustaine Bilha. Hell is that? What the hell is that? You have a freedom. You have, all right. Payroll. Just hold on. I'm gonna take a look at it. You have a freedom to change your name on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and you're choosing the hardest one. Just go by John. That will be helpful for me to start reading and pronouncing your name correctly. Just go by Big Z or something like that. Unless Bitcoin dominance is gonna show, yeah. My stupid Tia. Well, I'm not gonna lie. Back in those days when I thought we're gonna break it, from here I got smoked also on this trade. Yeah, I can remember vividly. You think I don't lose? Well, like, oh boy, I lose. Look, here's a very cool thing on TIA. Damn. I seeing on the daily time frame a very juicy setup on TIA. Am I pronouncing this stupid coin correctly? TIA, whatever. So all I'm seeing that if we're gonna connect all of those eyes simply by using trend lines, oh my god, if we're gonna see a retracement, maybe I need to think about jumping in this one. Not financial advice, fellas. Nothing in here is financial advice. You are gamblers, so gamble by yourself. Alrighty then. What else do I see on T? Yeah. Higher lows. We're printing higher lows. Higher lows. For example, that guy who talked about those gaps. So I'm creating my own gaps by using golden zones, and Fibonacci levels also help you to identify those sweet and juicy demand levels, but it also works like a gap. Oh. What is it in total, the drawdown of this project? 90%. Mustaine probably from India. WLD won't gonna make you rich, so stop that. Full bullish here. I mean, if I would like believe in this project, and I would choose those odd levels to start to invest, and to invest the amount that I'm comfortable in losing, because I don't know the background of TIA, to be honest. I was like doing my research and I was like, I don't care, I'm gonna trust the charts. Yeah, we're squeezing, we're compressing in some kind of wedge pattern, and then we're gonna find a support here. Then looking from the trading perspective, my next target point would be 5.2, then, but this type of setup, yeah, something like that. Look, a little bit lower, low. I don't have exact numbers right now, but yeah, it seems that it's flipping from being a bearish into a bullish. But I was like in this trade, so sometimes I always want to show you that those patterns, and also you're gonna lose by using those patterns. Like it is normal, it is completely normal. Look, we form, I'm gonna draw it like very quickly. We formed some kind of bullish pattern, we broke it, we changed the whole, let's just see, mark character from higher lows, our breakout. All you have to secure against every single time. This is crypto. Blah. You're completely wrong. You got destroyed. You got smoked. Your money is right now in the market. You were a bull, but bears took it. And there's nothing you can do. Altcoin and Sui. Actually, you're gonna embarrass me right now. I have no idea what is going on inside Sui. Altcoin, I understand, because yeah, Telegram, I like Telegram, I respect their work, but Sui, I have like zero background. The only thing that I show you, if you want, you can buy Sui at those very lowest points when it was like few dollars in my Telegram. That is why I wanted to say that you can always join my Telegram trading channel, because when I see something juicy, I'm always posting it. And your job is to decide if you want to jump into that buy along, or to, I don't know, to buy that project or not. Of course, 90% of those projects end up being stupid. All right. Zam can. I like this guy. This is like a big player. I like big players because they do understand what they're talking about. Small players are gonna deny everything and they're gonna say that, oh no, my strategy is the best. I'm only do this, I'm only do that. Always great, I love it. No. Take that 100 grand and I don't know, just buy something. Money in this world means, to be honest, nothing these days. I'm just kidding. XRP, I showed you yesterday XRP. I remember you, Davio, whatever your name is. I mean, I showed you XRP yesterday and you were in my last live stream. So XRP still looks the same as doing absolutely nothing. And we're reaching those all-time high levels. And you can pinpoint Fibonacci's, you can do this, you can do that. We don't know where the top is going to be. So I heard a lot of things about, oh, XRP is right now, they dropped the lawsuit against them. Oh my god, XRP right now flipped Tether. Whoa, what, it's super bullish. Who cares? I don't care. XRP. Oh my god. Do you think that coin is gonna reach like $100? I mean, I could be wrong about my prediction. But I mean, I have no idea where the XRP, I'm not holding it. I didn't invest into XRP. I don't care. So yeah. What is going on with Solana? I mean, let me just double check my Bybit. Solana. All right, we're still on. So Solana is getting rejected for me to open another. All right. Supply and demand. I do believe that Solana could do something like that. I'm gonna remain bullish. Yeah. Just an educational guess, fellas. Just an educational guess. Bitcoin dominance are green. All right, what is going on in the Forex market? Oh, we analyzed that yesterday. And if I wanted to jump by using golden zone, I told you guys that we're gonna get stopped out or something. So this is my discounted zone, and we would be like did great. We would did great on the JPY USD. But I don't have a broker right now, so I'm not trading Forex, as you already know. I don't give a damn thing. Also, this is your gap, Sam. These are your gaps. Look at this gap. All right, beautiful, beautiful. I need to just start jumping and start trading Forex again. Oh my god. Again, here is D. All right, we got rejected from here. Oh, so yesterday, I mean, what? Great calls? Well, good for me. I hate that word trading calls, you know? Do you have trading signal group? Do you have a signal group? Do you have like a trading group? God damn. Signal groups. Everybody's thinking that signal groups is gonna make them rich. For example, in my whale room, I'm always showing my full trading plan. And yes, stop losses, take profit target, but still entries and stop losses could be different than mine's. Because maybe you're taking a bigger risk, you're trading with a bigger leverage. I mean, with a higher leverage. So that my stop loss example would be not perfect for you, but because you can get liquidated faster than my stop loss is going to be triggered. Because I'm using less leverage. Crucial oil. Rising up. Platinum. What is up with the gold? Gold is... right now is stupid. Gold is stupid. Every single time I wanted to short gold, it bite me in the ass and have to come back and trade crypto because gold is just shredded to the upside. I didn't want to pay attention too much into all the fundamental analysis based on gold, but yeah, gold looks like choppy. I mean, screw you, gold. AVEX. What is up with the AVEX? AVEX from the yesterday. I mean, I'm just gonna repeat the same thing that I was talking about yesterday. From the bottom of this descending channel, let's just use even a higher time frame. I mean, 4-day. Yeah, I mean, I'm holding like, here's my two scenarios that I posted. Realistic. This is the one, $40, $50. And this is the hope to see all-time highs. I mean, because yeah, nonetheless, fellas, I'm gonna start securing my gains when we're gonna start rising like crazy. You think I'm gonna start selling here? What do you think? I'm like some kind of stupid? What your opinion about Sui is a good what here's invest in Sui is a good future? I'm not working in that Sui company, so I don't know. Let's leave gold until the bear market. Yes, Slick. Slick is the smartest one. All right, AVEX looks extremely well. Of course, we have a lot of resistance here. I believe we're gonna break it, and then we're gonna push the price towards $50 per one share, per one coin. So this is my realistic scenario, and this one is my hope. And I saw a lot of rumors that, yeah, when the GTA 6 is gonna get, I don't know, released, and AVEX, all the gaming coins are gonna go like crazy. So it is like a little bit nonsense. Maybe it has some kind of impact, but I don't know. I have no idea. And nonetheless, for those who just joined, if you're hunting for the juicy setups, if you're hunting and trying, I'm not gonna here to analyze you everything, you know. I'm not some kind of machine. I'm not some kind of robot. Look at those type of market structures. Look at those patterns, those breakout, those bullish, like let's just see bullish momentums. Try to catch the demand. Use the normal leverage. Stop using like ZAM 50x with tens of thousands of dollars. But he's a professional gambler, so you cannot compare yourself to him. You know what I'm saying? All right, fellas. This is all I have for you today. This is all I have for you. We're waiting for some kind of retracement. Ethereum is facing that insane strong resistance. And for us to make, from the trading perspective, we need to wait for some kind of retracement. I mean, there is no data in front of us. We don't have enough data to start analyzing what we need to do to start shorting, to start longing. For example, I'm a bull, I'm bullish. So I want to wait for some kind of retracement to open another buy long position. And yeah, if Bitcoin is facing the all-time high territories, the one guy from the chat room was right. 106K that has like a lot of liquidity that sits at the top. We can get rejected from here. We can get that sweeper, that candle that's gonna squeeze into the bearish candle, and we're gonna move all the way to the downside to retest $92,000, $91,000. This is like a realistic scenario based on my educational guess, on the trading educational guess, market structure, this and that. So I want you to be very cautious. Secure gains. Secure your freaking gains. And yeah, I'm gonna see you next one. I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I don't know, haven't decided yet. So yeah. All right, enough with the jokes. Stay safe, don't be greedy, and peace out.